Hey guys, this is NOELonPC, head of the Experimental Research Division here at the Kerbal Space Program. We are continuing day 4 of our career mode adventure. So what we need science. We need boatloads of science. Now how we're going to achieve that, I don't know, because we're getting like 8 to 10 at a time. We need another 90. We need 90 science. That is too much fucking science. Now we could just cheat and get a bunch, but I'm going to try and refrain from doing that as much as I can. We're really going to quickly build a craft just to put something up. What the fuck are you doing? Come on. Once again, always test and make sure your Kerbal can get out. It's no fun to get a guy stuck in there and then get him all the way up in space and find out you can't actually exit. Beauty. Okay. So we need 90 science. And this science is going to be spent on fuel lines, because we desperately need fuel lines, so we can reroute the staging to do some asparagus staging. That's better. Okay. Looking good. Last time I did this, and there wasn't quite enough, so let's sneak. Oh, we can't really nicely sneak another one in there, can we? No, I was hoping to get one right in the middle. Oh, well, sorry, I can do this. I heard you guys screaming at home. Just turn off the so-and-so. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you guys. Thank you. Thank you, dudes. Landing struts, huh? This is being really optimistic, but I mean, we could try and shoot for the moon. We could try, and if we fail, we could just cheat, because I'm okay with cheating. Let's see. Okay, those legs work pretty good. Now what I wanted to test was like their sort of impact tolerance. It's always good to test these things before you go up to the moon, you know? We'll just do this. Bam. Okay, so yeah, they can hit pretty hard. And that is a good thing, because I'm not always the best lander. Yeah, those are amazing. Let's see if I go a little crooked. Okay, so that's where it draws the line. Falling at like 15 meters a second will blow shit up, but the legs are still on there. So that is amazing. So all we really have to do is just move them down a bit. Let's put some more on too. Perfect. So nice and low. Nice and squat. It's looking good. All right, what next? What next? I have a feeling this thing's gonna have to be fucking huge to get into space. So, sorry, to get to the moon. It's easy to get into space. It's hard to get to the moon. So do we have everything on this pod? We got 2 sciencey thingies. A lot of batteries. The engine makes battery power. It's always good to think these things out. Sort of do this shit now so you don't get fucked over later. Yeah, I guess that is it. Okay, let's build a second stage. That's sort of our second stage. That's hopefully what's going to get us to the moon. Now we got to get orbital. That's what this is for. I was happy to get this in the last video. And this is why, simply because it makes for a very stable setup. I always use the engines with the vectoring for obvious reasons. What we're doing here is just connecting some struts very tightly between the craft, and that's of course doing it all the way around. But this will keep it from noodling around. Noodling is the bane in the side of the Experimental Research Division. It is the one thing that always gets us. That fucking noodling. Okay. Now we're gonna do you. No, that did not work. Let's try this. Perfect. Yeah, I guess we can just maybe do something like that. Let's just do a lot of them. They don't weigh much, and if anything, they're just additional support. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. So what that's going to do is just keep that top tight so it doesn't warble all over the place. Any wobbling around is going to cause an aerodynamic shift, and the thing will, turn. It'll start to curve through the air. When you get tall rockets like this, you want to make sure that they are really pinned together. Everything is basically sewn in one giant heap. Now we need boosters. The boostensies. Now for the boost, we're gonna do a 2-stage booster setup. Yes, that is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a 2-stage booster. Because if we want to get into moon territory, it's going to take a shit ton of fuel. And a shit ton of thrust. Should I go that high? These things really don't last long, do they? Yeah, good enough. Good enough. It's not quite level, but it's level enough. As long as the thrust is equivalent all the way around, that's all the game really cares about. And it's looking somewhat bilateral, but not really. You really do want your shit to be even, because if your shit blows up, that's probably why. Oh, I see what the problem is. I see what the fucking problem is. Yeah! Oh man, this is the Goliath right here, that's for sure. Alright, now the tedious part. Putting some struts in between all this crud. Now it's a shame we don't have the fuel line set up, because we could do some awesome asparagus staging here. and make really good use of this. All this fuel. Now it just dawned on me, a lot of you might know what asparagus staging is. A lot of you may be raising an eyebrow every time I say that, thinking, he must be really hungry, he must not have eaten yet, because he keeps talking about asparagus. Bet you thought I was going to tell you what asparagus staging is, isn't it? You'll just have to wait and see. Just like we did last time, we'll just do this. Again, just to tie everything down. You know, these are real toit, so they're going to keep that nose cone pretty much right where it is. All these fasteners are going to keep their shit where their shit is. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay, now the hard part. Well, I guess this doesn't really matter where I put it to begin with, because we're going to dupe it. Good stuff. That doesn't feel right. That does not feel right at all. I mean, it really didn't feel right. It feels like there's some of these out of place, but maybe not. Okay. Whatevs. Let's dupe that. Boop, 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 boop. I will give it to Kerbal Space Program. This music is catchy as fuck. Boop, 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 boop. Things are looking good. Things are looking solid. Things are looking stiff. That's what she said. Oh, that last one was ugly. But I don't care. These things really don't have to be all that pretty. As long as they're connected, they make a toit connection between the 2 points. Well, let's just do this one, just because. We'll call it OCD. I have to. I am compelled to make everything look symmetrical. Okay, that is basically just a big clusterfuck of engines. Wow. All the other engines would laugh. All the other rockets would laugh at this rocket if this were a playground. It's pretty much right on the ground. Good stuff. Wow, okay, that is fucking ugly. I don't even know if this thing's gonna fly, honestly. So we want all the engines, man, this is confusing. Okay, so those engines go. Clink, that releases. Maybe we'll put... No, we'll put these down here. We'll get those going right after, maybe. I don't even fucking know. I don't fucking know. What? Okay, so this will go Probably like here. That sounds about right. The staging is just a mess because I can't see down in there really. That's a problem. Okay, where are we? Why would that blow? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that might make sense. Okay, we're gonna do a test launch. This is hopefully not gonna end in disaster for our poor little Kerbal. But we're just gonna make sure the staging is right. Ugh. And secondly, make sure it doesn't just explode on launch. Let's see. Starting to walk a little off center. But that's okay. Gonna see if I can pull it back around. Nope. Because we have no vectoring right now, so we're kind of at the mercy of the rockets and our aerodynamics. Now I'm supposed to have some vectoring ability right now. Oh no, never mind, because we're on the liquid fuel. There we go. It wasn't the best launch, per se. We're a little offline, but we got up. I mean, that's all that really matters. We can at least do some science while we're up here in this test flight. But there's no way we've got enough fuel here to get to the moon. That's just impossible. Apoapsis at 20,000 and rising steeply. Got a good speed going. Pushing the apoapsis to 30 already. Could probably begin a little bit of orbital rollover. Speed is climbing well. Can again begin to roll over just a little more. Apoapsis at 60,000 already. We'll definitely be able to make like a nice orbit and have no problem getting back down. The question will be, how close could we get to the moon if we tried? Alright, apoapsis at 100. Orbit is becoming shapely. We are going to run out of fuel soon, but that's fine. We've still got quite a bit left. Thanks for the lift, guys. Alright. Apoapsis at 130. That's a good height. Maybe we'll just ride this out a little bit. There we go. Get back in line here. it's actually going to be a very nice round orbit. That is beautiful. Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. That's what I love about these games. They're kind of awe-inspiring. It's probably how, what's his name, Edgar Mitchell felt. He's an astronaut. He went up, he felt inspired or found God or something like that up there. It's a neat story. Okay, now, how much fuel do we have left? It would be enough to get us there, would not be enough to get us back. It would, man, that's tough. I'm trying to think, like, it might even get us, it could get us to the moon and maybe orbit, and might get us back, but it more than likely wouldn't. So that's a shame. Let's just, while we're up here, let's just do some science. And then just pop back down and collect the payday for it. Scientific value 15.7. Yes, please. But yet I only got 3 science added. I don't understand that. I don't understand how this whole science collection thing works. Scientific value 3.9. I received 1.6. No comms device on this vessel. How come I can't do a EVA report? There we go. Store experiments. That's how you do it. Okay, let's get back in. Transmit data. Is that how we do it? EVA report from space just above Kerbin's grasslands removed. 0.8 science. Another 2.7 science. Another 1.2 science. This is definitely slow going. Another 2 science. This is actually, as long as I can take it all with me, it's adding up, that's for sure. I'm about halfway through our electrical charge already. Just gonna zip around to the other side. Let some time transpire here. Let's do another spacewalk too. Cool, there we go. Oh, another 4 science. That's a good score right now. Let's zip around a little further. Let's do one out here too. So we're like over the ocean. Just above the water. Another 0.8 science. How much charge do we have left? 420. 420. Another science added. It's definitely slow going. Repeating the same science experiments over and over again has no scientific value. Apparently. Alright, this will be like our last one. Then we'll have to fire some engine just to get some charge back. Wow, lots of fuel burnt. Really doesn't make a lot of electrical charge, ironically. We've only made back 250, I don't know, watts, say. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Easy there. Things are looking good here. We're going to get a nice re-entry. Coming in pretty shallow. We are going to hit the dark side, unfortunately. But that's okay. Because there's really no points for accuracy in this game. There should be. Should be like you should be able to call a spot, and as long as you get within, say, I don't know, like 100 kilometers, you're good. See, that should be awesome. Okay, so we're out of electrical charge. Halfway done on fuel. Let's just fast forward and make it so. Nice. Breakneck speeds. Jebediah's having a fun trip. Starting to hit really thick air, slowing way down. Breaking sound barrier, maybe? I think that's what that is. We're just doing the usual, shutting off a lot of speed before we pull those chutes at usually around 2,000 meters. And as soon as they inflate with air, we cut away the two side ones. Again, I say it every time, the reason we have these chutes is to stop any kind of catastrophic failure from just ripping the chutes right out of the craft. There we go. Right on. There we are. We brought Jebediah home. Now let's hope to God this is worth some science. Because if it isn't, it was all for nothing. All for nothing. Come on, where's the ground already? Come on. There we go. Okay. Recover the vessel. Send out our little helicopters, pluck them out of the water, give them a hero's welcome, put it on TV and all that shit. Okay, so we did gather, yeah, we got quite a bit. We got like 30, 34 science. I think I started with 5, so that was actually a rather successful mission. So let that be a lesson. That's a little a how-to farm science. Get the thing up, put lots of batteries on it, and just repeat those experiments over and over and over again. If you have solar panels, rush to unlock batteries, rush to unlock solar panels, and just make a little science craft, essentially, that just goes up and does, 200 or 300 science points worth of science and then comes back down. That is the way to do it, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm going to call this just a short video. I'm going to pick up and continue playing right now, so the next video is going to come really soon. So if you want to see it, and make sure you see it, make sure to follow that drop down there and give me a sub, give me a follow, give me a like, send me a donation, do whatever you want, guys. You know the drill. So until next time, cheers.